Hello everyone. Today we will discuss isomerism for class 10. So what is this isomerism? In inorganic chemistry we have studied one formula represent only one compound. For example, H2SO4 representing only sulfuric acid. But in organic chemistry, one molecular formula may represent different structures. And that existence of two different structure with same chemical formula, same molecular formula, that is called isomerism. Right? So what is this isomerism? Existence of different structures with same molecular formula. The phenomena is called isomerism, and the different structures, they are called isomers. They are called isomers. Isomers word is derived from isos meros, which means equal parts. So different structures of a same organic compounds having same molecular formula are called isomers, and the phenomena is called isomerism. Right? Isomerism was explained by Berzelius. So now what type of isomers we have? We have basically two types of isomers: structural isomers and stereoisomers. As the name indicates, structure in structural isomers we will get different structures. But what is stereoisomers? Different arrangement of atoms in a space. Stereoisomers means different spatial arrangement of atoms. We can further divide stereoisomers into geometrical isomers and optical isomers. In higher classes, you will study stereoisomers. In 10th standard, we have structural isomers. Different structures, and those structures possess different properties. That is under structural isomers. So first we have chain isomers. As the name indicates, the organic compound having same molecular formula but different length of a carbon chain. Same molecular formula but different length of a carbon chain. For example, we have butane. Formula is C4H10. If we write carbon in a straight chain, this is a straight chain of 4 carbons. So if carbon's chain is straight, then isomer is called N, and we have the compound butane. So now this structure is N-butane. But if there is a branching at second carbon, I can represent these 4 carbons in a different way. Now again still we have 4 carbon, same high number of hydrogen, but now length of carbon is different. In upper chain we have 4 carbon in a straight chain, but now in this compound we have chain of 3 carbon with 1 branch, and branching must be present at second carbon. 1, 2. If there is a single branch at second carbon, then isomer is called iso. And we have the compound butane, so this is iso butane. So butane have 2 isotopes, N-butane, isomers, N-butane and isobutane. N is straight chain of 4 carbon, iso is a branch chain with 1 branch at a second position, right? Let us understand one more example. Now we have hexane C6H14. Hexane can be represented in 3 isomeric forms. First is straight chain of 6 carbon. If chain is straight, linear, then isomer is N. This is N-hexane. But if there is a single branch at second position, now we have a single branch at a second position. Now it is called isohexane. Iso word is given when there is a single branch. Now third isomer is also possible with 2 branch. Now we can say at second carbon we have a double branch. 1, 2. At second carbon we have a 2 branch. Now it is called neohexane. So neo word is used when double branch at second position. Iso is used when single branch at second carbon, and straight chain then we use word N. So hexane has 3 chain isomers: N-hexane, isohexane and neohexane. Question may be asked, represent neohexane, represent isohexane. So this is the first type of isomers, chain isomers. Chain isomers are also called skeletal isomers, means different skeletal, different length of a carbon chain. Next is position isomers. As the name indicates, there will be different position of either functional group or multiple bond or a substituent group. So how to define position isomers? The organic compound having same molecular formula but different positions of functional group or multiple bond or a substituent group. So those isomers are called position isomers. For example, we have butane. Now double bond can be represented in two ways. We can say double bond is present at a first carbon. So this is one butane. But if a double bond is present at a second position, 1, 2. So now it is called 2-butane. So different position of a multiple bond. We have the case of a multiple bond. If we have the functional group, then different arrangement of functional groups are also possible. For example, we have propanol. Ol is the functional group, alcoholic. OH is the functional group is attached with the first carbon. So this is propane 1-ol. But this OH can be present with the second carbon. Right. Now functional group position is different. It is attached with the second carbon. So now it is called propane 2-ol. So propane 1-ol and propane 2-ol, they are a position isomers. Same case is possible for a septyl group also. Let us take one more example. For example, we have a chloropentane. Position of chlorine can be represented in a different ways. Now we have three structures. In first structure, we can see chlorine is present with the first carbon. So this is 1-chloropentane. In second case, we can see position of chlorine is different. It is attached with the second carbon. This is 2-chloropentane. And in third structure, we can see chlorine is attached with the third carbon. This is a 3-chloropentane. So 1-chloropentane, 2-chloropentane, and 3-chloropentane. They are position isomers. That is for a position isomers. Different position of functional group, multiple bond, or a septyl group. Next is ring chain isomers. As the name indicates, one isomer will have straight chain and one isomer will have a closed chain or cyclic structure. Cyclic structure is called ring, non-cyclic structure is called a chain. So one isomer is in closed chain, one is in open chain. For example, we have butane. So two structures are possible for butane. CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2. This is butane. But we can draw a ring of a 4-carbon closed structure. Again, molecular formula is same. Both are C4H8. This is a straight chain. This is a closed chain ring. This is butene, but this is a cyclobutane. 4-member ring of a butene, right? So we can say alkene and cycloalkanes are ring chain isomers, right? Similar one conclusion may be concluded from this statement. Alkyne and cycloalkene will be ring chain isomers. That is for third isomers, ring chain isomer. Fourth is functional isomers. As the name indicates, molecular formula will be same again, but different functional groups are present for a same molecular formula. For example, we have acids and ester. They are functional isomers. For example, we have 4-carbon acid, that is butanoic acid. But this 4-carbon can be represented to draw a functional group, that is ester. Again, we can see molecular formula for both is same. Both are 1, 2, 3, 4, C4, hydrogen 3, 5, 7, 8, and 2 oxygen. C4, H8O2. So this formula can be represented in two ways, two different functional groups, acid and ester. What is the IUPAC name of this? This is ethyl. This is ethane. And suffix of ester is O8. So butanoic acid and ethyl ethanoate, they are functional isomers having same molecular formula but different functional group. This is the first set of functional isomers, acid and ester. Second is alcohol and ether. They have same molecular formula but different functional group. Third set is cyanide and isocyanide, having same molecular formula but different functional group. That is for isomerism, right? Keep exploring my channel for further